Hey everybody, how's it going? Well, I thought I'd show you what I've been doing this weekend. This is what I just got done doing this morning. Yeah, so here we go. All right. As you can see, that's my wife's camper over there. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. You can see all that. Hey, gum. Slow down, camera. There we go. You can see all that white tape around the outside edge there. You can see all the remnants on the ground of all the masking on the back of the tape. So yeah, that's what I did, and then I did mine a little bit. If I can get my camera to work, and of course when it's facing the other way, it's different. Yeah, so I put some tape up here. This vent right here has been leaking since I got this camper, and I'm not sure why. I haven't been able to solve the leak, so it's a work in progress. I'm still working on solving that leak. But I put some tape over there and some tape right here. I haven't put tape anywhere else. I got this rubber compound. It's like paint, but it's not paint. But it's a rubber compound you put all over the roof. I'm gonna do that next weekend. Seal up them seams right there on this camper, and then on that camper I'm gonna do around the air conditioner, the vents and all that, but I'm not gonna do the whole roof. It tells you can do the whole roof, but why do the whole roof if the whole roof ain't leaking? Why do you gotta, yeah, I don't understand it. Maybe you can see that little patch right there. See that little patch right there? Right. Of course the camera's gonna focus on me now. That little square patch right towards the back here on the left. That tree right there, the branch fell off and landed right on it and put a big old hole in it. So that's my repair job. Took some sheet metal and covered up the hole and screwed it down, and then put tape all the way around the outside. So it hasn't leaked since I did it. So we're just gonna see, do one little bit at a time. But today was tape day, and dadgummit, I'm sorry folks. When you're doing it in a different direction, the button works different. So it's hard to remember that when you don't do it all the time. So hold on. All right, I'm back. Yep, just walk around and let's go the other way. There we go. Make sure it's retracted all the way there. Make sure my camera's working, which it ain't. There we go. Still got to get that new gimbal so that I can get that microphone so y'all can hear me when I put the camera farther away. But yeah, I've been, there's my camper right there on the pickup, and then this is my wife's camper directly behind me. Hers is a 73 and mine's a mid 70s to, well, somewhere between 73 and 78, I'll say that. That's all I can figure. I think the company went out of business in 79 or 80, 81 maybe, something like that. So I haven't been able to figure out what year it is. They don't come with titles because they go on your pickup. Those come with titles because you're pulling them behind. They're single unit. They're by themselves. So, but campers that go in the back of your pickup don't come with titles. So, and the people that got it, I don't think they had it that long. I think they bought it for cheap and then fixed it up. They acted like they had it for a while, but they didn't know a lot about it. Trust me, they didn't even know where the hot water heater, or the water heater was. There was an AM/FM cassette radio in it, and they said it worked. It wasn't even hooked up. So I think, I don't know why they lied about it, why they didn't just say they bought it, fixed it up, now they're selling it, making a little profit. I only paid $900 for it, so I mean, maybe they got it free, but how much money they put, I mean, the whole interior is redone. It's all painted, and floor's been redone, the whole roof's been redone, except for that leak, which he tried solving it, but when I picked it up today, he put some caulking on it, but we never solved it, and I've never been able to solve it. Caulking here, caulking there, but I got some stuff from a RV place, and I'm gonna do all the seams, and I'll re-caulk that whole roof. I'll paint that whole damn roof if I have to. I mean, I don't know. We'll do what we got to do, right? Got to do what you got to do. This morning when I got up, drinking my coffee and smoking my cigar, I went over to the big rig over there, and I tested. I wanted to make sure my U-bolts would actually go on because my U-bolts that came off that truck were old as hell, you know, so they gave me some new U-bolts, brand new. I showed them to you in a couple videos back, but they didn't have the spread on the bottom like mine did, so I was a little concerned. So I put them on. I put one on, tried one out, and yeah, you can get it. I can get it on, so no big deal. It'll work. They'll work, no problemo, which is awesome. So yeah, I got to get my pressure washer over there, and I got to pressure wash, jack up the cab, take the tank off. Might as well get the tank off first, and then pressure wash that whole side, and then start putting things back together. Yep. Hopefully by the time I start putting things back together, I can get my Davco fuel filter / heater, fuel heater. I'm gonna try, because I really want to put that on, but I can always put it on later. It's just a couple of, I won't be able to buy the fuel line that I need to replumb all the fuel lines until I get that Davco fuel filter / heater. Until I get that, I can't buy the fuel lines to replumb everything. So yeah, that. It is what it is, right? And you know, and I apologize again that I'm not doing videos on the truck right now, but I will. What's today? Yeah, so a couple weeks I'm going to be bringing that engine back, and I'll definitely do a video on that when I get it back here. I'm going to haul it in this here pickup. Yeah, it's a F350 Super Duty 2000. It's capable of hauling over 4,000 pounds in the back. So I'm just going to take that camper off and drive it to Pennsylvania and have them loaded up in there and secure it and bring it back. And put the camper back on. That's what I sleep in when I'm down an hour south of here. That's where I go, or that's what I sleep in. And I'll take a video down there this week, show you guys the truck I'm driving, because I haven't showed nobody that yet, and where I park my camper and all that. I think I have in the past, and there's a video back there somewhere. But I'll do it again. You know, no big deal. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. But with that note, I'm gonna get the hell out of here so I can get laundry done, get my food cooked, because I gotta go to work tonight, and I gotta get a lot of stuff cleaned up before I go. So y'all have a good one. We will see you next time. Hey everybody, how's it going? Thought I'd do an add-on to the video that you've been watching. Yeah, I'm back at work now. Previously before I started this part of the video, I was back at home. But now I'm back at work, at least where I work out of. And as you can tell, I'm in my camper, and this is where I spend the night, Monday through Friday. Okay, let me explain, because some of y'all might not understand. Okay, let me rephrase that. My wife of 31 years, this past 14th of September, 31 married years. My wife lives with her mother an hour away from here, an hour north of here. It takes 1 hour to get there. So I bought this camper. I was just staying down here. Okay, so I'm getting ahead of myself. So instead of driving back and forth every day, hour there, hour back, every single day, that's a lot of fuel. And I don't get to spend much time with her anyway, because by the time I get out of work and get up there, a couple hours later, I got to come right back down here, because I got to be down here at night, the night before the next day, simply because I get up so early to go to work. It don't make no sense to leave an hour early from up there to be down here, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever it is. So this has been going on for quite a while, but I bought this camper this past summer, or earlier this summer, and because I got sick of staying in the truck. Truck's small, cramped. I've been staying in trucks since 2008. I decided to buy this camper to get out of staying in the truck. I just stay in this camper. Reason being, I make it back here at the end of the day every day. Okay, so I stay down here Monday. I come down here Sunday night, and I leave Friday after work, but sometimes I don't go back north until Saturday, because sometimes I got to work Saturday. Don't happen all the time, but sometimes it does. So I come down Sunday night and I start work Monday morning, and I stay here till Friday evening or Friday after work, Friday afternoon. I try to get done as early as possible so I can beat the traffic going home. And sometimes I got to work Saturday, so I don't head home until Saturday, noon, 1, 2 o'clock, somewhere around there. Okay, so I got you all caught up on that. So that's why I'm in my camper. But I thought what we do is go for a walk. Let's do that. All right. Try not to get the sun. See, the sun's in my eyes. All right, so you can see my pickup. All right, this is the pickup. And some of y'all might not have seen this before, so every once in a while I'll do these updates. I got that on Zoom. Nope. Well, you'll see it as we walk. Let's walk. There you go. Big old F350, 2000. I've been trying to replace the coolant sending unit. It's the sensor that sends the signal to the gauge on the dash to tell you what the temperature is. You would not believe the hassle I've been going through just to get one of those. I still ain't got it. I've gone to AutoZone and bought 3 different ones, and none of them worked. Been online, thought I found it. Wasn't right. Wasn't for my engine. Wasn't for my truck. But now I think I got it. But now I'm just waiting on it to get here. Hopefully it's it, because I'm getting sick and tired. Oh, okay. So, dang, let me get out of the sun. There we go. All right, you see that black truck right there? That's the one that I'm supposed to be buying whenever the guy that owns it finds a different truck. He's looking for a 2016 or newer with a 13-speed and a Cummins motor, 485 horsepower, factory, stock, whatever. Okay, and then if you look over there, that watermelon truck, that's what we call it, the watermelon truck. That's the truck I'm driving now. Started driving that about a month ago, well, about 6 weeks ago maybe. It's a Freightliner Century. Had to have a lot of work done to it before I could start driving it. Really only been, actually let me think about that. I've only been driving that one for 3 weeks. I drove it a couple times before that, but it needed work. Finally got all the work done. It's a great truck now. Sucker runs like a rape tape. Okay, and then if you look, I don't know if you can see it. Yep, that white nose truck right there, that's an International 2009 ProStar. The number on that is 218. I used to drive the sister to that truck, 219. That's the truck I drove for a long time, for about 2 years. The guy that drives that truck right there, he was the owner of both those trucks. Well, that other truck it broke down to the point where he didn't want to put no money into it, so he just sold it. And the guy that bought it put $8 grand into it. Now he's driving it, and he says it's running great. It was a great truck. It really was. I hated to get out of it. But hey, let's go for a walk. What I do, I normally, when I get done working at the end of the day, I walk. I wear a Fit bracelet. It's not the Fitbit. It's not the Amazon or Apple bracelet or Apple Watch or Garmin watch. I want to get that Garmin watch. I really do, but man, that's something that's expensive. Anyway, I'm going to get it eventually. So for now, I just got an old cheapie that gets, if you sit on the chair, if you sit on your ass too long, it'll send you a signal to get up off your ass. It'll have a circle line through it, no sitting. So every day I try to walk. I just walk. I ain't running or nothing. I could. I just walk. I'm like the circle's probably at 1/8 of a mile by the time I get done. No big deal. Just walk. Get that blood flowing. Yeah. This is the building I work out of. I basically haul loaded trailers from here to another destination an hour and 15 minutes away, drop those loaded ones, and pick up an empty and bring it back here. Pick up another loaded, do that 3 to 4 times a day. Lately I've been doing it 4 times a day. Today I did it 4 times, and tomorrow I do it 4 times. Yeah, so I just walk around a big old circle, just get some exercise, get some blood flow through my body, keep moving. You know, you got to keep moving. Anyway, so not next weekend, not this coming weekend, but the weekend after that, I'll be heading to Pennsylvania to get that engine. That big cam Cummins, big cam 3. It's an 85. I probably already told you that. I'm getting excited about it. I really can't wait to get home. I mean, the pictures are just, it really makes it look nice. It looks clean. It looks like it was, you know, the guy said that the guy he bought it from told him it had 400,000 miles on a rebuild. I could believe that because it's a year newer than mine, and it looks like, I mean, it's still got all the paint on it. Usually when they rebuild a motor, they repaint them. And so almost 500,000 miles ago, it was painted. I can believe that's what it looks like. So that being said, I'm not gonna treat it like it's a rebuilt motor. What I'm excited about is the parts that are on it. You know, the after cooler, the intercooler, the exhaust manifold, the after cooler cover, and all the accessories. The turbo, extra turbo, I mean, all kinds of stuff, all the stuff that's bolted to the top of the motor and the side of the motor, you know. That's what I'm excited about, because I'm going to use what I need off that new motor on my current motor, because it needs all that stuff. And so that's what I'm excited about. Yeah. And I paid $2,500 for it. Good deal, I think. Yeah, I could be getting ripped off. Hey, can't we all? I mean, we could all be getting ripped off every damn day, but you can't live life like that. You can't go through life thinking everybody's trying to get you. Everybody's trying to rip you off. Everybody's trying to steal from you. Nah. If I get it back and the block's cracked, if I can use just a couple parts, I'll be happy. Really. I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen though. This guy don't seem like that. He don't talk that way. He don't give me that impression whatsoever, so I'm not worried about it. Now, my son came up last weekend, this past weekend. What's today, Monday? Yeah, so he left yesterday, went back home to Tennessee. Man, I miss Tennessee. I'll give you a little close-up of the watermelon truck. I can't remember. I think it's a 2007. It's got a 14-liter in it. Over 1 million miles, but it runs like a rape tape. I like it. I mean, it ain't pretty, but do I care? I mean, paint don't make money. The truck makes money. Yeah, it's just a plain Jane Century. Nothing special about the dash or what's in it or anything, but it's a nice truck. I like it. Like I said, it runs like a rape tape. Gets the job done. That's all that matters. Say thank you to all the subscribers and all the viewers and all those that hit the like button. I appreciate it. I really do. I wish I was more active right now. I'm sorry I'm not more active. I ain't lying to you. I've been working on that camper back there. The roof was leaking from the time I got it. I don't know if you noticed when I was in there, there's a pole going up from the ceiling, middle of the camper, all the way to the floor. I had to put that in there to raise the roof up to make it more level on top. But I solved that leak, finally. But then I found another leak on the front window, towards the front of the pickup, you know. It was leaking. I think I might have fixed that too, but I won't know till it rains again, which I ain't in no hurry. I've had to work on my wife's camper. She's got a camper. And it leaked for a long time. We didn't know about it. But I got it all sealed up now. It ain't leaking. Her bearing's going out. I got to change her bearing. My brakes are going out on that pickup. I got to change that. You know, and winter's coming, right? I live in Michigan, so winter's coming. You know, there's things you got to get done before winter. I've been slacking on them, and that's why I haven't been able to put no videos out. So I really want to. I want to do what I want to do, but I got to do what I'm supposed to do. And we got a chicken coop we're building, and that's got to get done before winter. So there's just, and like I told you, I come here Sunday night and I don't go home till Friday or Saturday, and then I'm home Saturday and Sunday, and I leave Sunday night and come back here. So I only got 36 hours to 48 hours, depending on what time I get home, to do anything. And so I got to do what's most important at the time, and that's what I've been doing. And that's why I haven't been able to get no videos done. Hence is why I'm doing this kind of boring video, right? Boring. Yeah. What am I doing? Talking. Yeah, you guys are getting to know SheepDog, all right? You're just getting to know SheepDog. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Whew. Well, I wonder if I'm going to get to ride my bike again before this year's over. I don't know. I'm not one for riding in bad weather. It just ain't worth it to me. Why? Just to be a hard ass and show that you can do it? I can do it, but why? I like riding in nice weather. And speaking of that, all right? I don't know how many of y'all got a Harley or even a bike. Don't make no difference to me what bike you got, but let's talk about Harley. There's a group, Harley Davidson, they're big. And they got HOG, H-O-G, Harley Owners Group. And I just figured something out today. I've been a member of them since I bought my bike last year. And I was reading their book a little while ago. And they got all these things you can do to earn points and earn gear. And it's all about racking up miles and seeing things, going across country, going around the world and seeing things on your bike. The more things you do, you get like rides, like a 50-state ride where you check in at all the Harley Davidson dealers in every state. Not all of them in a state, but each state you check in at a Harley Davidson dealer. And you take a picture there, blah, blah, blah. And I got to thinking, man, that's a lot of damn miles. You're racking up a lot of miles on that bike. For what? So you can trade it in on a new one. Come on, people. That's all they're trying to do is get you to rack up miles so you can take it to their service department and get service done on it, and then eventually trade that bad boy in on a new one, right? Hell, at that rate, you'd be trading that sucker in every 2 years. That's a lot of damn miles. I got 7,500 miles on mine right now, and I bought it last June. A year ago, June. I don't ride it that much. I rode it more last year than I did this year. That's for sure. No, I'm gonna keep it for a while, and I'm gonna keep the miles low. Yeah. I like riding it, but I like just going for rides. I ain't gonna ride that son of a bitch all the way to Washington. Fuck that. I would like to go to Daytona one time. Would like to go to the other one too one time. Shit, I forgot the name of that one. Anyway, yeah, I would like to do that one time. I wouldn't mind going to Tennessee on it. My son's got a bike, so I wouldn't mind riding down there one time, hooking up with him, going for a ride for the weekend, doing something, blah, blah, blah. Maybe go to Daytona. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. Sturgis, that's the other one, Sturgis. I wouldn't mind doing that one either. Just to say I did it, but, no big deal. What I really want to do is get my own truck, and I really want that guy to sell me that damn truck right there. I'm tired of it, man. He told me months ago he'd sell me the truck. As soon as he bought his new truck. What the hell's taking so long? Gee whiz. All right. Yeah, he does the same thing here I do. So does the guy in the white truck. We three have been doing it since the beginning. There's another guy that drives a truck just like that white one. Same year, same model, everything. His name's Gary. He's been on it since it started as well. And there's another guy named Paul, drives a yellow Freightliner. I think it's a 2007. And he's been on it for not as long as I have, or the guy in the white International has, or the guy in the black one. He's been on it a while. they try to keep the same guys on. There's about 5 or 6 of us normal guys. Yeah, so. It's an easy job. I mean, when I came to this place in 2016, fourth quarter 2016, I believe it was. It was going to Chicago and back every day. And you know what I did? Because again, I was still staying down here. Now, I think in the beginning I'd go home once a week, like Wednesday. I go home in the middle of the week. But I had a car then, a little Explorer. They got 20 miles a gallon. So that thing there, the Explorer died on me last 2 summers ago. It finally blew up. But anyway, so yeah, it was going to Chicago and back every day. And so what I decided to do, you know, since I'm gonna be down here, I might as well. I've told them, you know, hey, I'm down here 5 days a week. You might as well work me and let me max out my 70 every week so I can make as much money as I can, right? So what I would do is I'd go down, I'd leave, say Monday morning, go to Chicago, turn around, come back, and if I got back early enough, I'd start back down there again, usually maybe an hour. I'd be able to get an hour out of town, you know, and that'd be about it. Sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours, depending on how fast you could turn and burn, get down there and get back. And I'd just keep doing that, and I'd get 6, okay, every time you go down and come back, that's a run. That's a day. And if you do, I would do 6 runs in 5 days, and that would give me credit for Saturday. Now, we get bonuses. I know bonuses are kind of, but this place is nice. This place is really good. But they give us a bonus just for showing up for work. We get credit for that, and if we get, say, 23 days in a month, we get extra $800 at the end of the month. Ain't bad. Easy. It's easy to get. You just should go to work. And I'm already down here 5 days a week, so I just put in the time. And there's a way I can get credit for Saturday, so I work my butt off to get credit for Saturday, so I don't have to, 1, work it, and 2, I get credit for it, so I get the bonus at the end of the month, right? Yeah. So if you're going to work, if you're going to be there, you might as well work, right? You might as well. I mean, what are you going to work for anyway? Make money, right? To pay bills, get that car you want, get that bike you want, buy that ring for that woman you got, buy that Harley for that man you got. I mean, I don't know. What do you go to work for? Pay the bills. So if you're going to go to work, work. Be there and work. Do the job. Do the best of your ability. It's the best way to do it. I mean, that's it. Why mope around and wish you weren't there and wish you could go home and stay on your phone all day and hide in the bathroom, you know. All you're doing is making yourself miserable and dragging the day out. That's all you're doing. Oh. Yep. I'd sure like to. I look forward to getting that motor. I sure do. I got a Ford F-150 1990. It's a Tennessee truck, and I'd like to work on that too. And I got it all cleaned up around there so I can start working on it again. All I got to do is put stuff on that. I've already did all the work taking it off. Now I just got to put everything back. I got a 4-inch lift kit from Rough Country to put on it. I've got gears. It came with 308s. I've got 373s to put on it front and back. So that pickup's just a matter of putting everything back together. I'd like to get that done, but I ain't gonna get it done this year. This year's the cab over. That's what's happening this year. I got to get the chores done before winter gets here, and then work on the cab over a little bit here and there. I still want to drop that tank, driver's side tank, because I got to replace that front strap on that tank anyway. Same with the other side, but we're working on the driver's side right now. So I'm gonna drop that tank, which I can drop that tank in about 30 minutes. And it's only got 2 bolts holding it on, really. Disconnect some fuel lines, no big deal. There's only like 1/8 of a tank of fuel in there, so it ain't that heavy. But I want to drop that tank and then pressure wash the frame and clean all that up and get everything off of that, and then paint that frame from where I stopped at the back, I want to finish from that point forward, all the way forward. Paint paint the frame, paint some other things, and then start putting it all back together, right? And hopefully by the time I start putting it back together, I got that Davco fuel filter / heater. That would be great. Yeah, 680 bucks or 630 fucking dollars. I can get a used one for 280, and I might do that because you can pay 100. I can buy that for 280 and pay 100 bucks for. Actually, I don't need to do that because I already got that. Boom. Anyway, so I can replace the bowl and the seals and everything and make it nice again. So I may do that. I may get that used one. And the problem with that is that heater's electric, right? And how long is it going to last? I don't know. Is it replaceable? That's what I need to find out. Is the heater replaceable? Is the mechanism in there replaceable so I can replace that if it goes out? Because how long does that shit last? So anyway, so I want to get the driver's side all done, get the shock put back on, get the saddle block put back on, get the bottom shock mount put back on, get that little nut that I've been freaking working 2 months for put back on and snug it down, 100 foot-pounds probably. Get that all put back together, and that's all done, right? And then I move over to the passenger side, get that done, right? The motor, I still got to you remember I took that damn cam follower block out thinking it was something else. What an idiot. Because I did that, I gotta take it back out. It's back in. I mean, I only took it out about 1/8 of an inch, no big deal, but I need to take it all the way out now because the gaskets need to be replaced anyway because it leaks. So in order to do that, I got to take the head off for that cam follower, which is all the way to the back end, which is great. I got to take all that off and take the push rods out, and then I can take the cam follower out, and then I can buy new shims /seals or gasket and replace those, put the cam follower back, put the bolts back to tighten it down, put the push rods back in, and then I got to do a overhead on it, the whole thing, right? Then I can put the starter back on, the fuel pump back on, put my new fuel lines back on, and fire that thing up, right? I still got some I got to put the dash back together. Yeah. Oh, and to do that, I got to buy the red and yellow knob valve, red and yellow valve, right? Air valve, because it leaks. I never knew that was leak. I knew I had a leak, but I didn't know what the leak was. All I knew was when I was driving down the road, my seat would slowly lose air, and I'd have to pump it back up every so often. So yeah, so it is what it is. But now I know what it is. It's that air valve. So I got to get a new air valve, which that's $150 or something, 180 bucks I think. Got to get one of them. Then I can put the dash back together. Hopefully all my gauges work. Cleaning up what the hell, I just don't like the way that dash is. I don't. That's an 84 truck. Back then, if you even look at Peterbilt, Kenworth, if you look at their dash, it's just a panel with gauges in it. Each gauge has its own wires or its own pickup tube or whatever going to whatever the gauge is reading. What the hell? International decided they want to be something different, so back in '84 they built PC boards. Really not PC boards, they're more junction boards than anything. They just got wire junctions all through them, and then you got a wire that connects to the end of it, and it feeds all 6 of the gauges on that board. That's just stupid. I'd rather just take all that stuff out and rewire. I kind of want to rewire that whole truck. I really do. Because it needs to be more simpler than it is. It's ridiculous. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put this stuff back in it, and hopefully the gauges work. Can't really buy new gauges for it. I mean, not those style gauges. You can buy different gauges for it, but you can't buy those style gauges for it. Not new ones. I checked with International. I could get like 1 or 2. I imagine if I look harder, I can probably find all of them around the country, you know. So yeah, I got to do all that. That interior's in great shape. It really is. It's plain. It ain't nothing fancy or nothing. It ain't houndstooth or some shit, you know. But it's in really great shape. There's no rips, tears, or nothing in it. Nope, it's in great shape. Great shape. I love it. Windows work, door locks work, door handles work. Everything works. Yep. Everything works. But I don't know what the deal was. I think it was sitting under it was parked under an overhead or partly exposed, you know, so half of it was under in a barn and the other half wasn't. Because that's kind of what it looks like. And the way it was sitting in the wrong direction, so the wind was blowing the snow and everything up underneath, under the cab. That's what it seems like, because that motor just got rusted. But everything else looks okay, right? I mean, whatever. Well, if I needed to, I could take the pickup truck and go to the store. There's a store right over there. You go down this road right here. Yep, right there. And you take a right. There's a road that goes up that way, and you just cross the highway. Well, it's not really a highway. The highway's right over there. In fact, if you pay attention, you might be able to see a truck. There it goes. You know, you see them vehicles going by. That's on the interstate. Well, that's 131. That's not an interstate. It's a Michigan highway. But there's a store right over there. And if I need something, I just jump in the pickup. Don't take much to move the stuff in the camper. And jump in the pickup and head over there. Well, I probably bored the shit out of you guys, so I'm just, you know, I'm out here by myself. There ain't nobody else here. Nobody. I'm the only one here. And so I just thought I'd do a little video and talk to you a little bit. I don't know. Ain't much to talk about here, really. But I do apologize. But videos are coming. They're coming. I don't care if I got to get my winter coat on and put my winter gloves on and whatever it is I got to do. But winter's coming and I'll still make videos. I know I got to. It's the best thing I can do. So it's good for me. It's good for y'all. It's good education. And that's what I got to do. I got a spider that sits right by that box, right in there. Builds a web every night. But he don't bother me none. I don't kill God's animals just to kill them. People that fear animals, they need to learn about them. They need to educate themselves about them, not fear them. Like my wife, she fears spiders. I know people that fear snakes. Yeah, it's just stupid. But anyway, yeah, the roof was leaking right there out of that air vent since I got the daggum thing. And yep, as you can see, got this pole right here I put. It's attached to the ceiling, and it goes all the way to the floor. And it's just holding the ceiling up to make it more, because it was coming down. It was bowing down. So it was basically a big, not a hole, but a concave. The roof was concave right there, so the water would just sit there. So I put this in to push up the roof, and now if I had a ladder, I'd show you it's level all the way across. And that window right there it's a stationary window. It don't open or close or nothing, but it leaks. Not terrible, but it leaks. And so I think I fixed it this weekend. There's seams up here. Most campers have one solid panel all the way from front to back, side to side, like my wife's camper does. It's all one piece of stainless up there, and then around the outside edge of the camper is where it's sealed, where it's connected to the side panels, side pieces, the side of the camper, the front of the camper, the back of the camper. But this one has like 4-foot panels all the way down, and those seams are well, they were sealed at one point, but it's old. It hasn't been done in a long time, and so they've cracked. Well, I bought some, I don't know, I'll show you. I bought some tape, right like here. This 6 by 6 inches wide, and this stuff will stick. Let me tell you. 60 bucks a roll, 25 feet. 60 bucks a roll, yeah. Anyway, so I use that and I cover up them seams, just go right over the top of it and rub that tape down, and it sticks real good, real good. And that's what stopped this leak. And I'm hoping the seam that's closest to that window that I covered up, because it had cracks, so I'm thinking the water was just getting in them cracks, and it was running right down the roof. And there's about an inch between the ceiling and the roof, so I think it was just running down and coming into that window. I'm hoping that's all it was, and I'm hoping I fixed that, because you know, water ruins campers. It ruins them. So anyway, I'm gonna enjoy it. What time is it? Yeah, 7:15. I usually go to bed about 8:30. So I'm gonna jump off here, and this video, you'll be looking at this video probably Wednesday, and I'll do another one soon. Hope I didn't bore you too bad. This one will probably be cleaned up a lot, edited a lot to make it a little bit better. Try to make it fun or something. Maybe I'll change my voice again. I don't know. Y'all have a good night, good day, good tomorrow, good week, good weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.